Why, hello there. It is a new week. It is Monday, December the 13th. Almost time for Christmas. Now, I've had to change my background a little. I have to change the position, a couple of the texts, mainly because I can't get the text that was once there. Tried upgrading to Fedora 35, and I was having issues. So I decided to just pretty much wipe my computer and reinstall, which is Fedora 35, which is a Linux distro. And I gotta say, I mean, the installation went without a hitch. I got pretty much everything working. I mean, there's a few minor tweaks here and there I gotta work out, but overall, it is working. But that also means that my profile for OBS did get wiped out, which is not an issue. Not an issue. I mean, sometimes you gotta reinvent the wheel to make it better. But that's not what this topic is all about. This topic is about one of the President Biden's blunders that's going to go unanswered. And this frustrates me because this AP article right here, no troop discipline in U.S. strike, killing Afghan civilians. How can this be? They killed civilians, but there's going to be no discipline actions. Washington AP, no troops involved in the August drone that killed innocent Kabul civilians and children will face disciplinary actions, U.S. defense officials said Monday. The Pentagon said that the Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has approved recommendations for improvements in the strike operation from the generals who led the U.S. Central Command and Special Operation Command Base. Finding that an independent Pentagon review released last month, there was no recommendation for disciplines made by the generals, said John Kirby, the chief Pentagon spokesman. The review done by the Air Force Lieutenant General Sami said and endorsed by Austin in November found that there were breakdowns in communication and the process of identifying and confirming the target of the bombing, which killed 10 civilians, including, yikes, 7 children, but concluded that the strike was a tragic mistake and not caused by misconduct or negligence, except it was caused by misconduct and negligence. That's right, it was caused by that in the manner that we left Afghanistan. The reason why that there was a bomb that was able to go off at the airport was because the way that we left it unsecured. The misconduct and negligence comes from the top. It comes from President Biden. He chose in the manner that to leave in the way that we left, and for that he should bear responsibility because he did leave in a manner to allow security breaches. And of course, they rushed to judgment. That's right, they rushed to judgment for revenge killing to get justice for the members that we lost. Austin asked Jen Frank McKenzie, head of Central Command, and General Richard Clark, head of Special Operation Command, to review SAD's conclusion and came back with recommendations. 2 commanders agreed with SAD's finding that they did not recommend any disciplinary. Kirby said Monday that Austin endorsed their decision, including the lack of disciplinary actions. None of their recommendations dealt specifically with the issues of accountability. I mean, you gotta have accountability for the military. I mean, the reason why the United States military is the way it is because it's all about self-accountability and holding soldiers to the highest accountability possible so they could achieve and move mountains at a moment's notice. So, of course, none of their recommendations dealt with the issues of accountability, Kirby said, so I did not anticipate there being issues of personal accountability to be held with respect of August 29th airstrike. The August 29th drone strike of a white Toyota Corolla sedan killing Zimra Ahmadi and 9 family members, including 7 children. Ahmadi, 37, was a long-time employee of American Humanitarian Organization. There's got to be some accountability. We just can't be killing civilians and call it a day and just wash our hands. We just can't be doing this. This is why America's hated. This is why you go to the Middle East, they want to kill us because we do stupid things like this. We know that there'll be some who do not like this particular decision, but it wasn't an outcome that we came without careful thought and consideration. Said Kirby. He said after that, if Austin believed that accountability was warranted and needed, he would certainly support those kinds of efforts. The intelligence about the car of a potential threat came days after an Islamic State suicide bomber killed 13 U.S. troops and 169 Afghans at the Kabul airport gate. The U.S. was working to evacuate thousands of Americans, Afghan, and other allies in the wake of the collapse of the country's government. You know, I'm not saying President Trump would have done better, but I think he would have done better. I think he would have had more of a plan. I think he would have listened to our allies, and this action would not have led to the 13 dead troops. This is all on Biden. Biden should be held accountable, not generals. I mean, I'm pretty sure the generals are culpable of this, but we cannot be continually murdering innocent people overseas and call it justice. This is not what our republic was founded on. I will go continue. I would continue on, but there's not much of this story left. But pretty much we bombed the wrong person in retaliation because of Biden's screw up. Biden screwed up. People died. They shouldn't have died. We should have kept control of the city so we could keep the airport safe, and we didn't. We didn't even do the basic necessary things. We just we pretty much let the Taliban take over. We just opened the door and let them walk in, which is not a good look for us. There's egg on our face, and rightfully so. If I was an ally of the United States and they want to go attack another country, I probably wouldn't go with them. Or I'll definitely make sure that they're not in charge of the evacuation. Because what Biden did and how we left Afghanistan, is just as important as how we enter it. And he left it a mess. You don't get to bomb a country. You don't get to destroy the government and leave it worse than when you came. That's all I have to say. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Do you agree with me that there needs to be at least some firings or at least some accountability? Even if Congress or even the House of Representatives, let's say impeach but censor Joe Biden, saying that this is not Americans' value over his inaction of how we left Afghanistan. That is at least something to hold our leaders accountable, hold our generals accountable. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button on all and any platforms or just the platform that you're currently watching. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.